Okay, so welcome to my bench. This is where I do most of my assembly. And I built this table years ago. It's got vacuum hold down and light underneath it and whatever, but I normally just do assembly on it of the different marquetry that I do. And right now I'm putting together this face that has beeswing, eucalyptus, and French walnut. And so if I was doing a bigger run, I'd probably set my table up for vacuum, but instead I'm showing you with the technique that I do where I just tape the back of the part and it just holds them in, so I'm dropping them in. And it's kind of like doing a puzzle, but I would say, I'd say if you love puzzles, you would love this job. Because it's like doing a puzzle, but way harder. And what makes it hard sometimes is veneer. It kind of has a mind of its own sometimes, and you have to learn all kinds of tricks to the craft of how you wrestle it into submission, basically. Like right there, that piece don't want to fit as nicely as I'd like. So I might have to repair this. And even though I use technology, it doesn't make it foolproof. It just makes it easier. You know, it's funny, people say that art is lost with technology, but for me, well, I grew up around it, number one, but where was that? I think it enhances art. And it makes doing artistic things much more approachable to people that might not have done it by hand. So I'm all for it. Besides, I know how to hand code lasers, so that's fun too. Oh, I really love this combination of woods on this. I think it's perfect. Sometimes I don't even have my printout over here. Sometimes it's hard to remember where the piece went. I spent a lot of time designing these, so kind of remember where everything goes-ish. Hopefully that's still in view good for you. Yeah. Nice. You know what? I just have a really good idea that I've never done. Should be, I bet I could go back up here and score on the tape with the laser really lightly. So I remembered where the pieces went. And I've never done that. I just thought of it. Crazy. I'm gonna have to try that. So as this pattern develops, you'll see why I picked the grain direction the way that I did. I'm looking for a piece. Oh, yes. I wanted these kind of celestial shapes that I'm making in this. Almost have like a leaf-like quality to it. So you can just start to see the first couple that I did. Lighting's not great. Try that. You see how that grain flips when you move it around? So all of these shapes are kind of broken up into sub-shapes that give them even more depth and character. And I love how the green pattern moves around when you move it in the light. That's why I like figured woods. I don't usually use them in marquetry because I find they get distracting. Like, if you do too much in one thing, your eyes lose it. It just becomes kind of overwhelming. And so normally I don't put anything that's real flashy. That one I did in 3 pieces. That's right. And a lot of people might think that, well, you're using a laser, so that must be easy. The project, the design phase of the project itself, before you get to the laser, can take, this one probably took me 5 or 6 hours to do the programming. It's all graphics work, but you have to do it in a very particular way for it to work out in the end. And so there's almost a craft in graphics that you have to know. Guess I didn't pick the best spot for lighting, but you're getting it, I think. There we go. I draw these up to be a guide of where the parts go. Make life a little easier putting them together. You know, someone told me when I was showing them what I did that I must have patience like Saul. And I'm not. I know enough of the story of Saul to know that yeah, it took me a long time to get to that point, but I guess I do. I had to find a breezeway. So here I am doing it again. So every once in a while I'll get a spot that gives me some trouble. And what I'll do is I'll apply this white glue. It's just press glue. You can use whatever glue you want. This is on the face, so you can get the glue off later. Okay, so I'm not so sure how much you missed. My camera ran out of space on it, so I had to unload the videos. It's too bad because I solved all the world's problems too. Kind of getting tired right now. It's a little bit late at night here. Just really bored. I live in the same building as my studio, so I can do this anytime I like. Let's plus this. Figured I'd just record this whole thing. I don't know if I'm gonna edit it down or not. That's funny. When I was working, I used to work with a bunch of people on doing this work. And you can always tell when the people are getting frustrated because they beat the crap out of it. I'd come out of the office going, "What in the heck are you doing?" Someday I'll give a tour of the factory. Post that online. It's pretty neat. Got how many lasers? 1, 2, 3, 4. Got 4 lasers right now. Only 2 of them work great. I gotta fix the other ones. And we have a really nice CNC machine back there. It's pretty new. Quite an operation. I really was wondering if people would like watch a live feed about this. So they can ask questions as I was working. I might try that out sometime. I've done it before with rocks, so people seem to be quite interested. Kind of a way to just chat with people. Doing something cool. I like to make a living doing this again. I used to make a pretty serious living doing this. That fortune came and went. Not that it was ever really a fortune. Because it wasn't. sure cool though. Starting to get messy with my pieces. This makes life harder. You know, if you're watching this and you're like, yeah, I'd love to try to do this once. Thinking about doing a class or function or something. Letting people come up and try it themselves. Wish I'd labeled these better when I drew it. Sometimes I'll just number code them. Anything more complicated than this, I probably would have done that, but I didn't feel like it. It's more work. I will say one thing. Every artist loves to have validation in their art. And I've been an artist for a while. I can honestly tell you that the best validation you can give an artist, and I'm not just saying buy my art. If you don't like my art, don't buy it. But the best validation that you give to an artist is to buy their art. Artists need to pay mortgage payments too. So if you appreciate it, it's yours. Buy it. Stop wasting your money on it. dumb crap that comes from China. That's my 2 cents. Sometimes I have to set the piece aside because it's not obvious where it goes. Normally I can just pick it out right away. Yeah, so the work is kind of like design a puzzle and then put it together. Sometimes over and over again. Sometimes once. But it's fun. Almost done. No, I'm dangerously close to having the pieces in. I don't have to repair it. Ta-da! It's not even very good lighting, but it's gonna be cool when it's finished. Because it's like putting water on a dry stone. It looks way better when it's got finish on it than when it is just regular veneer.